Towards the night market shutdown before Christmas, a COVID case disrupts celebrations and business in a popular Taipei entertainment area. The NFL fumbles why the U.S. Football League's international push is drawing ire from Taiwan. 'Tis the season we meet Santa's little helpers bringing letters and cheer to children in Taiwan.
Baby Jesus holding a COVID vaccine? I'm Sandy Chi, and I'll be showing you how one church in Taipei is delivering a dose of Christmas cheer with a nativity scene inside a massive syringe.
A warm welcome to TaiwanPlus News. I'm Betty Chen. Taipei's Raohe night market is due to reopen after it was suddenly shut down due to a positive COVID case. Disinfection crews work into the early hours to sanitize the popular shopping and entertainment district in an effort to allow vendors to cash in on a Christmas weekend. And as Divya Gopalan reports, much effort is also being made in the tech sector to ensure that future holiday celebrations are not disrupted.
A sudden announcement to shut down a popular night market on Christmas Eve caught vendors and patrons off guard. Long-term stall owners expressed their surprise, saying it was even worse than the height of the pandemic in Taiwan.
这来30几年还第一次碰到这个，对啊，这样就会差很多。像之前6、7、8、9月那时候，那个整个几乎我们都几乎都夜市是没有规定你不能摆，没有说像今天规定不能摆，但是你摆也没有用，也没有客人。
The only activity in what should have been a bustling Christmas Eve was meticulous disinfection of the shopping and entertainment area. Authorities were quick to take action after receiving notice of a potential visit by a person with a confirmed case of COVID-19. After further review, the health department said the individual is classified as an imported case. The market reopens on Christmas Day, and vendors are looking to make up for the sales shortfall over the weekend. As the Lunar New Year approaches, many are hoping that these kinds of closures and scrambles to disinfect will be a thing of the past with the help of technology. The development of robots and disease control software is set to lead the way on how we tackle the spread of virus and infections. Spearheaded by Taiwan's semiconductor industries, applications remote control, location tracking, and medical examination and monitoring are being trialed.
那晶片其实很早以前我们就很好的基础研究，转向比如说疫苗的这个侦测，就形成一个非常有利的优势，不只是单一的领域的。
But it's not just about artificial intelligence. Much effort is also being made to address emotional intelligence and the need for the personal touch. Researchers at the National Tsinghua University are developing a new kind of mask that will not hide facial expressions.
有没有可能让口罩它能同时兼顾防疫，又能够带来一些人情味？说话的模式、抑扬顿挫、速度，还有声调来判断喜怒哀乐，会连到我们的资料库上面去做这个无限的传输。
Giving hope that in the future, spreading holiday cheer will not result in lockdowns and closures. Alex Chen and Divya Gopalan for TaiwanPlus.
A new special report on Reuters is putting the spotlight on President Tsai Ing-wen's leadership of Taiwan. The profile describes Tsai as the leader who's standing up to China. The story tracks the life of Taiwan's first female president from childhood to the halls of power, noting the many stark differences between Tsai and China's President Xi Jinping. According to the report, Tsai is wielding a mixture of soft and hard power as she seeks to fend off a more assertive China. The American National Football League is facing backlash from Taiwanese groups after presenting a world map identifying Taiwan and China as one country. The color-coded map outlines the NFL's initiative to expand their markets worldwide. As Bing Wang reports, Taiwanese groups in the United States are now protesting the NFL's new international marketing strategy.
Twice in recent weeks, a map of Taiwan has drawn controversy. This time, Taiwan and China in the same colors, implying that it is a part of China, on a map for the National Football League, showing its international market coverage.
I think NFL fans for 25 years have not a fan of this map at all. I love football, but I hate this map. Taiwan is not part of China. If you want to do business with Taiwan, go talk to Taiwan directly. Don't go through China.
The league, for one of the most popular and lucrative sports in the United States, has made a push to attract fans around the globe. It's granted 18 teams access to markets in 8 countries to rally fans. The Los Angeles Rams games will start streaming in Taiwan and China starting from January 1st, 2022. But due to geographical sensitivities of the region, it now means this is not just about playing the game, but also about playing politics.
Hey NFL, don't pander to China. Taiwan is not China. Taiwan's a democratic country. Get it right.
On Thursday, 20 Taiwanese organizations, including the lobbying body, the Formosan Association of Public Affairs, or FAPA, held a press conference in the Los Angeles area. They demanded the National Football League correct its map and apologize to Taiwan. In a tweet, Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu gave a rousing response to the NFL with words worthy of a football coach. Taiwan has its own colors. We've got the guts to play tough D against China's military threats and diplomatic assaults. On the 5-yard line, we're holding firm and won't fumble our sovereignty and democracy. Watch, Taiwan isn't ruled by Beijing bullies and will stay free. The NFL map controversy follows another cartography fumble just weeks ago at the U.S.-led Summit for Democracy. Digital Minister Audrey Tang showed a map of Taiwan and China in different colors. It was to depict the difference in civic freedoms between the two countries. However, her video feed was quickly cut off and replaced with a name card with a disclaimer stating opinions expressed by individuals on the panel were not necessarily a reflection of the views of the U.S. government. The U.S. State Department chalked it up to technical difficulties in the control room, an explanation accepted by Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Taiwan and the United States have fully communicated on this technical matter, and our two sides remain strong. We enjoyed a strong and solid friendship.
World maps have always been a contentious topic in the cross-straits. Although previous protests went largely unheard, the country is raising its profile on the international stage and now drawing the line on where it stands. James Raynor and Bing Wong for TaiwanPlus.
People across Taiwan will be facing price rises for basic necessities in the new year. Domestic paper manufacturers are pushing for nearly a 10% increase in the cost of tissues and wipes, citing a spike in raw material prices. But as Ken Ning reports, cleaning products across the board could be swept up in the inflation.
It's a price rise that's likely to affect everyone living in Taiwan. Tissue paper is said to become more expensive after the Lunar New Year. The country's main tissue paper manufacturer, Yongfengyu Industrial, is leading initiative to charge more, saying that the price of raw materials has increased an average of 40%. This will translate as an 8% spike in the costs for the product seen as a daily necessity.
卫生纸是一个很常用的东西，尽量不要涨。说大人说少用点卫生纸还比较贵，小朋友比较没有办法。
And it's not only the price of toilet paper that will rise. The price of cleaning products and supplies are earmarked for a 5% to 8% increase too. Demand for wipes, cleaning products, and tissues have increased over the past year due to people taking action against the spread of COVID-19. The latest price rises are now unwelcome news for many, who will have to pare down their spending over the holiday season, which has already been subdued by pandemic restrictions. Alex Chen and Ken Ning for TaiwanPlus.
It's the final day at the Taipei Food Fair, which featured Lithuanian products and stalls for the first time. Lithuanian producers are offering everything from chocolate, beers, and snacks as they eye up the economic potential from closer ties between the two countries. Today is the only day open for public, and as James Chater reports, there is much interest in the Eastern European delicacies.
At this year's Taipei Food Fair, an inaugural appearance from Lithuania's red, yellow and green. It is the first time when Lithuania has its own booth. 23 companies, they are here gathered, and 2 companies are representing online.
Lithuanian vendors are showcasing a range of sweet snacks and beers during the 3-day event at Taipei's Nangang Exhibition Hall. They are hoping to capitalize on the recent warmer relations between Taiwan and Lithuania to break into a new market. And the economic potential is great. This year, Lithuania was catapulted into Taiwan's top 10 destinations for online credit card spending after consumers flocked to the companies of its new and vocal ally.
The more we stand together, the safer Taiwan, Lithuania, and every single one of us is. That's a simple scheme.
Local reports say that in the 6 months up to September, people in Taiwan bought 2.5 billion Taiwan dollars worth of Lithuanian goods. That's around 90 million US dollars. Sellers of beer and chocolate at the food fair are hoping to get in on the action.
它是清淡，只有一层薄薄的巧克力，然后里面是莓果。
At the fair, a chance for Lithuanians to sample some Taiwanese produce too.
比较甜，可是我觉得非常好吃。
我也觉得这个是小饼干，可是里面有一点点巧克力，还有另外的味道。我觉得立陶宛小朋友会喜欢。
The Taipei Food Fair runs until Christmas Day. Taiwan hopes this is just one of many events that will signal a new era of closer ties with Lithuania. The Eastern European country has withdrawn its diplomats from Beijing and last month officially opened a new Taiwan representative office in the capital Vilnius. Alex Chen and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.
Until a few years ago, Taiwanese children could only send letters to Santa overseas. A creative mother of 3 changed all that and began a new Christmas tradition. Our reporter Pichi Zhang has the story.
8-year-old Wang Tingyun checks the mailbox and finds a card that he's waited for all year. What he doesn't know is that this was written to him by a local group called Taiwan Santa Claus. 5 years ago, art teacher Kathy Sun told family and friends to send her their children's letters to Santa Claus, and she would reply. She received around 500 letters, but more children write in every year. This Christmas, she expects to receive more than 40,000 letters from around the world. With the help of more than 150 volunteers, Taiwan Santa Claus manages to reply to every single letter they receive.
我做这件事的理念就是希望小朋友在圣诞节的时候收到圣诞老公公的正面的希望，一个梦想的回信，可以当作他心里的种子。那当他在长大过程中遇到困难，他可以把这个种子拿出来使用，假如说一个正面的话语，可以让他往前走的动力。那我觉得这是我们最想做的事情。
Sun designs all the cards the group sends out. She blends in Taiwanese elements such as Santa with a Taiwan-shaped beard, bubble milk tea, and leopard cat. The volunteers take time to write personalized responses to every sender.
我们就是不说教，然后第二个我们会看回信的内容，注音写来我们就是用注音回，英文当然就是用英文，正面鼓励是非常重要的。
Last year, they were surprised to find a letter from Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen.
我们是一层底层默默做外交的小精灵，因为我们在国外的来信的当中，我们会邀请国外的朋友来台湾玩，或者是说看看我们的卡片上面有台湾的文化跟台湾的特色。
Kathy and her elf team are committed to the task not only for the children but also for themselves.
来这边看到他们写的信，觉得还蛮有趣、蛮可爱的，然后也有觉得有被疗愈到。
那些来信是给予你、疗愈你、正面的，帮你把你那些工作上的忧郁全部都放下，你就专心的对待这个小朋友。那你在这边做1个小时，你可以面对30位小朋友的真心，那个真诚，那是平常我们一般是感受不到的。
The work of Taiwan Santa Claus has gone beyond Christmas cards. This past year, they raised funds to help buy art supplies for children in Taiwan's remote areas.
我觉得这是圣诞老公公存在于每个人心中最重要的意义，是带来希望。
A positive sentiment that they hope will last throughout the year. Asnaya Zhou and Pichu Zhuang for TaiwanPlus.
Coming up, it's not just jingle bells. There are piñatas and abseiling Santas in our look at how people around the world are celebrating Christmas. Details in a moment. Welcome back. You're watching TaiwanPlus News. NASA is unwrapping a special gift this Christmas as it gets ready to launch the James Webb Space Telescope on Saturday. Webb is about 100 times more sensitive than the Hubble Space Telescope. The new telescope will be launched by space agency into an orbit further from the Earth than the Moon. It will be able to peer into the deepest reaches of the universe. Webb's mission is to help us learn how the earliest galaxies formed and to see if planets outside of our solar system are suitable for life. And back down on Earth, it's the second Christmas the world is spending in the grip of the coronavirus pandemic. And despite restrictions and renewed lockdowns, people everywhere are determined to express the spirit of the holiday. Chen takes a look at some of the more unusual events taking place around the globe.
Smashing evil with good. That's the symbolism behind the Mexican tradition of breaking open a piñata. It's a chance for young and old to gather in celebration of Christmas, made even sweeter this time after nearly 2 years of grappling with COVID restrictions.
No, yo siento que este año ya la gente salió más, ya no está tan castigada en casa y yo creo que debido a todo lo que hemos pasado con la pandemia, la gente quiere reestructurar ese tejido social y los valores que se ha perdido como familia. Y yo creo que como ello es elemento principal una piñata que es la que nos une en romperla y en disfrutar ese momento de felicidad y alegría, ¿no? El compartir.
As Mexico celebrates its Christmas traditions, there are countries around the world looking to start new ones. In Brazil, black Santas appeared by chopper to give away food to residents in poor communities. Organized by a non-government association, these Santas are visiting 5,000 slums across the country. It's the first time local children see a black Father Christmas, which the NGO says is more representative of the population.
Hoje eu vi Papai Noel preto, é bom, me representa a todos, que é muito raro ver o Papai Noel preto, só vejo branco, agora eu vi o Papai Noel preto, fiquei feliz.
Another fresh way to see Santa in Slovenia. These climbers upsail down from a window and wave to patients inside the local children's hospital, hoping to spread some Christmas cheer. In Jerusalem, Santa rides a camel as a show of faith against the rise of Omicron.
Today is better than last year with the pandemic, but always, whatever happened in Jerusalem or around the world, I still give my message, peace and love and giving. And if the peace starts from the heart of the world, Jerusalem, it will be peace all around the world. That's my message, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, ho, Holy Land!
Despite the rise of a new variant, the celebration of Christmas won't be stopped by COVID-19. Chen and Chen for TaiwanPlus.
Christmas lovers are also flocking back to Lapland in Finland this year, even as Omicron surges across Europe. Pandemic precautions meant it was next to impossible to visit Santa's home last year, but this year, tours just couldn't be stopped. Venue operators say revelers have returned in numbers approaching pre-pandemic levels, but Santa says that he still must keep his distance, so he's only spreading Christmas cheer and not anything else.
So lots of people are coming here, but people are having face masks at the moment. They are keeping distance, and we have this plexiglass here because we want to be safe here. But otherwise, it's quite the same. It's quite the same. Lots of happy people coming to visit me.
It's amazing to be here, like literally. My hands are officially frozen. I can't feel anything, but I'm talking to you and enjoying. This is how it is going so far. It is amazing. I can't move my mouth so far.
It's a scene that millions of children dream of each Christmas, Santa coming to town. But children in Thailand are welcoming an all-together arrival of Christmas goodies, a herd of elephants decked out in red and white and bringing just as much joy. They have become a tradition in Bangkok, distributing gifts for nearly 2 decades to the local schools. But this year, instead of candy, children received hand sanitizer and face masks. And now a story that's bound to bring you a dose of holiday cheer. Sandy Chi brings us to a church in Taipei where their nativity scene looks very, well, 2021.
A giant syringe is the first thing you can see when you walk up to Holy Family Church. It's a COVID vaccine right next to the front door. The biggest Catholic church in of all Taiwan is making a bold statement.
What's even more interesting is when you look inside, you'll see a nativity scene you've never seen before. Baby Jesus with the mask and vaccine, Mary and Joseph both wearing masks. So, what were they thinking when they designed this? I spoke to the artist to find out more.
今年5月我们都进入到疫情进入到3级嘛，那个时候其实我们全台湾的人都疯狂的在寻找疫苗。那其实疫苗可以帮助我们远离重症、远离死亡。那我就在想说，那我们的心灵呢？所以我就想到今年圣诞节想要做这个疫苗马槽，告诉大家耶稣基督是我们心灵的疫苗，我们也可以把耶稣基督注射到我们的心里面。
But a nativity scene shaped like a syringe? Would it be too out there for parish priest Father John Rao? As it turns out, not at all.
因为我们每年都做马槽，所以那个时候就2、3个那个样子。后来突然他拿出一个针筒来，我一看，就是他。
But designer Joseph says it wasn't easy creating a 6-meter tall syringe.
后来我们就请了吊车，对，那在请吊车的过程当中，本来那一天我们看天气预报是下雨的，对，可是我们就是跟圣母祈祷，希望能够帮助我们，给我们一个非常好的一个天气。后来是整个是大晴天的，就还蛮开心，就是整个过程是蛮顺利的。
And Father Rao sees no conflict between faith and science when it comes to the health of the body.
既然上天给了我们这样的智慧，让我们能够研究出疫苗来，让我们身体有抵抗力，为什么不可以用？所以我们觉得我们不反对，而且我们还鼓励教育我们去打疫苗。
That point of view is supported by one of the church's most prominent parishioners, former Vice President Chen. He guided Taiwan through the SARS pandemic as the nation's health minister back in 2003. Father Rao says that Chen was very happy when he saw the syringe nativity.
陈副总统常常来我们这里参加弥撒主日天他一定会来，他非常虔诚那他自己也是在这一方面的一个专家嘛，可以这么讲所以他一看的时候，他也觉得很惊讶你们怎么会有这样的 idea 这样的一个构想？我们说对啊，我说是他给的。
With the Omicron variant dashing a lot of Christmas plans around the world this season, here in Taiwan, a widespread belief in vaccines is making it possible to celebrate with families again. Chris Ma and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
The holiday season is upon us and Taiwan is ready to celebrate. The country's largest Christmas lantern festival was inaugurated in Kaohsiung this week, and the lights came on just as the presidential office revealed its 2022 New Year greetings card. James Trader finds out more.
Gingerbread, candy canes and Santas cascade down the facade of Kaohsiung Music Center. This week, Kaohsiung inaugurated Taiwan's largest Christmas lantern. Every night until January the 2nd, the building will feature light and music shows every half an hour.
漂亮哦！我今天也是忽然间发现这边有主灯。整个高雄港就像香港的维多利亚港一样。
The Christmas light show is a prologue to next February's Taiwan Lantern Festival, also due to take place in the city.
这个对城市的发展，它就不是只是灯会一次性的节庆性的活动，它将会是长久的影响。
Christmas is not a national holiday in Taiwan, but the festivities do serve as a prelude to the biggest celebration of the year, the Lunar New Year. Preparations for the February event kicked off with Taiwan's presidential office unveiling its Lunar New Year greetings card. Next year is the Year of the Tiger, and the animal's influence is clearly visible in the gold and black card, signed by President Tsai Ing-wen and Vice President William Lai.
设计呢，其实也有期许自己可以像老虎一般的勇猛，然后在电子贺卡，大家也有看到，也希望自己又有猫科动物的柔软，可以面对瞬息万变的环境，保持变化的弹性，也就是我们国家的性格，我们国家的风格。
60,000 copies of the tiger-themed card have been printed and will be sent out to overseas presidents, diplomats and other international officials over the holiday period. But for those in Taiwan, Kaohsiung's light and firework display offers a perfect opportunity to get in the Christmas spirit. Patrick Chen and James Chater for TaiwanPlus.
Thanks for watching TaiwanPlus News. I'm Betty Chan. For more stories from Taiwan and around the world, please download the TaiwanPlus app. We'll leave you with Santa Claus from all over the world and wish you a Merry Christmas. Stay safe and see you next time.